Dear students, see last time we did derive the equation of motion with a constant acceleration, once by using graph and once without using graph. We also saw its application. We saw some of the examples from the textbook. Now see in the textbook examples, we saw example 8.4, see in which initially first part V0 was 0, time is given was 30 seconds. Okay, we had to find out the acceleration. So that was the first part. Now A is equal to V minus V0 upon T. That is, V was given as 6. 6 minus 0 upon 30. 1 by 5. That was the first part. Now in the second part of the question, see the velocity reduced to 4 meter per second. Okay, in the next 5 seconds. So for the second part, this was our V0. What was the retardation here? See what we see here, with the increase in time, the velocity decreases. So that's why we will get retardation. V minus V0 upon T. That will be 4 minus 6 upon 5. Now, see our example told us to find out up to here. But suppose we go one step further. We have to calculate the distance covered in both parts. Okay, so what we can use the formula. See, this was a part 1. Distance is V square minus V0 square upon 2. Okay, now what is V here? 6. V0, 0. Time A is how much? 1 by 5. See, that was the distance covered in first part. Okay, let us say I call D1. Now, I find out distance covered in the second part, that is D2. Here, this is the final velocity, this is the initial velocity, and the retardation is like this. So D is V square minus V0 square upon 2A. Now what is final velocity here? 4. What is initial velocity? 6. Acceleration is minus 2 by 5. 16 minus 36 upon minus 4 by 5. Okay, now we can solve further. Minus 20 into 5 upon minus 4. Okay. Okay. 4 square is 16, 6 square is 36, 16 minus 36 minus 20. Acceleration is minus 2 by 5 that we have used here. Okay. So this will move to the numerator. So 5 5s are 4 5s are 20, 5 5s are 25. So we calculate distance covered in second part also. Now what will be the total distance? Okay. Total distance okay. Now here which formula we have used? We have used D is equal to V square minus V0 square upon 2A. See, I can give you to solve this sum by using another formula, that is as a practice. You try yourself and get to get the answer. See, I am sure you will be doing this and I hope we will get the same result. Okay, you will get same result. Okay, if we are going by the right steps. So this is about the example number 8.4. Okay, now we proceed further. Okay, in the example parts. Yes. See, next is our example 8.5. Now, see, a train starting from rest, यानी कि V0 is 0. ये attains a velocity of 72 km per hour. Now, as I told earlier, see generally the MKS unit of acceleration is meter per second square. So here we also convert kilometer per hour into meter per second. Now, see as I give you the formula, kilometer per hour into 10 upon 36 is meter per second. That is 72 into 10 upon 36, 20 meter per second. See the time given is here 5 minutes. Okay. Second. See what we have to calculate. Here it is given that it is uniformly accelerated motion. So we have to calculate two things. One is a acceleration and second is the distance covered. Okay? Second is the distance covered. So what is the formula we are having for acceleration? V minus V0 upon T. Okay, what is velocity here? 20. Initial velocity is 0. Time is 300. Okay, this is our first answer. And what is the distance covered? See, D is equal to V square minus. Okay, what is V here? 20. V0 is 0. Why? Because it is starting from rest. Okay, so we can solve 400 into 15. Okay, so the distance covered is 3 km. So this is how we can solve this sum. What is given here? Starting from rest means initial velocity is 0. See the final velocity is 72 km per hour. That we are converted in the meter per second. See, as I told you, you have to remember this formula well. Will be useful to use. Time is given. So what we have calculated acceleration by using the formula V minus V0 upon T and the distance formula V square minus V0 square. Again, you can use the formula D is equal to, okay, that you try as a practice. Yeah. So this is nothing but example 8.5. Now, next we have to see example number 8.6. Okay. Now, see a car uniformly accelerates from V0 18 km per hour okay, you can use 5 by 18 also, then you will get the same result. Then final velocity 36 into. Okay, now the time given is 5 seconds. Okay, here also we have to use the same formula. We have to calculate the acceleration and the distance covered. See what you have to find out. A, okay, now again we use the same formula. See what is velocity here? 10. Initial velocity is 5. Time is 5 seconds. Okay. And secondly, we have to calculate the distance covered. Okay. Now 5 upon 5. Sorry. Okay. Now we have to calculate the distance covered. So we use the formula V square minus 100 minus 25 upon. Okay, now I use the another formula as I told. We can use this also. D is equal to V0t plus half it square. V0 is how much? 5. Time is how much? 5. 1 by 2 A is how much? 1. Time is how much? 5. 25 plus okay, so we can check that by both method we get the same result. So this was nothing but example number 8.6. Now we solve example number 8.7. Okay, now see, when brakes are applied to a car, produce an acceleration of 6 meter per second square. See, brakes are applied. See here, see this is our experience that when we apply a brake to the vehicle, see the velocity decreases, so there is a retardation. Okay, negative sign. Now, it takes 2 seconds to stop. Stop means final velocity is 0. Okay, see what we have to calculate? The initial velocity and the distance covered. Now, see what is the formula? V is equal to V0 plus AT. That is the formula we are having. See here, final velocity is 0. Initial velocity we have to find out. See, it is given retardation, so that's why we should have a negative sign, and time given is 2 seconds. Okay, initial velocity we get that. Now we have to calculate the distance covered also. 3 is v square minus. Okay, v is 0. Well, acceleration is minus 6. Okay, 12 square is 144. Okay, now you write down this, then we start a new topic. Okay, so this is nothing but example number 8.7. Now, see, most of our example part is over. Now we take exercise numericals. Okay, now see, before going for example, I want to exercise numericals. I want to make a list of the equation we come across in this lesson. So first is path covered, is distance, and displacement. Okay, there is final position. Okay, now first let us say 1A and 1B. Now speed is distance upon time, velocity okay, then average speed is total distance okay, and velocity okay, is displacement upon time. Now see, we saw that for average speed or average velocity, when distance in both parts is same, then average velocity was 2v1 v2 upon okay, and the time was same in both parts. Average velocity okay, v1 plus v. These are useful formulas. Then we derived kinematic equation for motion with a constant acceleration. So we derive V is equal to V naught plus AT. Then V is equal to VAV into time, that is V plus V0 by 2. See, that also can be useful to use for solving the numericals sometimes. Or D is equal to V0T plus half AT square. Then we derive D is V square minus V0 square upon 2A. Now, all three are very useful equation, as I told. Okay, number of times we'll be using this equation. Then finally we talked of uniform circular motion. Okay, if V is a speed, R is the radius of circular path, then V is equal to 2 pi R upon T. Okay, so these are the set of the equation which is very useful for solving any numericals. Okay, so as I told, we have covered the theory part, we have taken the examples also. Now we proceed for the exercise numericals. Now exercise number 1. Okay, now, or we can say 8.1. Okay, an athlete completes one round of circular track of the diameter 200 meters. Okay, in 40 seconds. Okay, what is the distance covered? See, one revolution it complete in 40 seconds. How much distance will it cover in at the end of, okay, 2 minutes 20 seconds. Okay, now 2 minutes, 1 minute is 60 plus 20. So what do this shows? Question says, see here in 40 seconds, now here radius, diameter is 200, radius is diameter by 2. Okay, now suppose let us say start from A, in 40 seconds it completes one revolution. Okay, now you have to calculate the distance or the path length in 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Now as I calculated, 2 minutes 20 seconds is 140 seconds. So how many revolution? In 40 seconds will be one revolution. In 220, how much? Here this is the number of revolution. 220 upon 40. Sorry, 140. See, 14 by 4 is 7 by 2. See, what is the meaning of 3.5 revolution? Let us just start it from here. This will be one revolution, then second revolution, third revolution, and half of this will be here. Let us say B. This is A. So, in 3.5 revolution, it will be at the opposite end. Okay? There is a other end point of the diameter. So now the distance covered, see, in one revolution, distance covered is equal to 2 pi r. That is the circumference of the circle. Okay, so what is the total distance? Is 3.5 into 2 pi r. Okay, 3.5 is 7 by 2. Pi is, for easy you can say 22 by 7, and radius is 100. Okay, so 7 is cancelled. Okay, now radius is given, diameter is given as 200 meters, so we are converting the meter. Okay, so distance is 2 pi r. Now displacement is the shortest distance. Displacement is the shortest distance. It has nothing to do with the path followed. So at the end of 3.5 revolution, again I am saying, showing here 1, then 2, and 3.5. So it will be at the opposite end. So displacement AB, that is nothing but diameter, 2r. Okay, so this is how we can calculate the distance and displacement. Okay, so here diameter is given, we can calculate radius. Now in 40 seconds it will complete, here it completes one revolution. So in 140 seconds, that is 2 minutes 20 seconds, 3.5 revolution. Okay, now the distance covered will be 3.5 into 2 pi r, that we have calculated. Displacement is the shortest distance, as I told, nothing to do with the bar follow. See, this is about the example number 8.1. Now, exercise number 8.2. Now see, the Joseph jogs from A end to the other end B in a straight road in 2 minutes 30 seconds. Now it is straight road of 300-meter road in 2 minutes 30 seconds. Okay. So first we have to convert in second. 2 minutes and 30 seconds T1. Okay, and turns around and jog 100 meter back to the point C. So this is your XF and this is XI. Okay, 100 meter in 1 minute. Okay. See, what are the Joseph's average speed moving from A to B? First, we have to calculate average speed and velocity. Okay. Now, first we have to calculate average speed and velocity in moving from A to B. So when it moves from A to B, distance is 300 meter. Now this will be initial and this will be final in case. So displacement also. Okay. Now what is the time here? 150 seconds. That is given as 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So 2 into 60, 120 plus 30, 150. Now here speed is distance upon time, 2 meters per second. Velocity, (300 upon). Okay. So this is the first part of the question, that it moves from A to B, that is 300 meter in 2 minutes 30 seconds. Okay. So what is the speed and velocity? Okay. Now the second part of the question, when it moves from A to C. Now see, path length will be AB plus BC. Distance or path length see, right now it is not in the form of coordinates, so we simply calculate AB is 300, BC is 100. Now see, the total time will be 150 plus 60. Okay, why? From B to C it requires another 1 minute. So total time second. Okay. Now this is the total distance. So speed or average speed, total distance, total time. Total distance is how much? 400. Okay, now the velocity part. Displacement in moving from A to C. A is the initial position, C is the final position. This is given as 100. So what will be this? 200 displacement. Okay, and what is the time taken? Okay, so average velocity. Now what is the displacement here? 200. Time is this. Okay, this one is interesting. Okay, so this is the first part was from A to B and second part from A to C. So this is how we can calculate. That is example number 8.2. Now write down, then we go for the next one. Now see the next is exercise sum number 8.3. See the Abdul while drive from the school compute the average speed for his trip 20 km. On return trip the same route the it has less traffic, the average speed is 30. What is the average speed of the Abdul? See, let us say home and school. Okay, 20 km per hour. On the return journey, 30 km per hour. What is the average speed? Okay, now see here. From home to school and school to home, distance is same. Now as I explained, when distance is same, average speed will be 2v1 v2. See here v1 is 20. Okay, now average speed 2v1 v2 upon. Okay. Okay, so this is how we can calculate the average speed. See what we have seen in both parts. The distance covered is same, so we can calculate by using the formula. But if you want to go for the conventional method, we can calculate. Let us say the time taken here is, distance is d and time is t1. Okay, so v1 is d upon t1. Okay, this was for the from home to school, and from school to home, v2 is d upon v2. So d2 is d upon v2. Okay, now total time, it is given in terms of d only. Okay, okay, now here how we obtain. Now this is the total time. What is the total distance? See, from home to school distance is d, return journey, it will be the same distance. So total distance d. Now we use the formula, average speed is total distance upon total time. average speed is total distance okay. Now total distance is 2d. See that these I have kept in terms of d only, so this will be d into 50 upon 600. Okay. See, what you can check is we get the same result. Okay? Why? Because that was by the first principle and second by using the formula. So, this is about the example number 8.3. Sorry, exercise sum number 8.3. Now, next we have to see exercise sum number 8.4. Okay? Now, a motorboat starts from rest and accelerator or straight line at the rate of acceleration is given 3 meter per second. So, starting from rest. Okay, for 8 seconds. What is the how far? So you studied in the grammar how far shows the distance. Okay, how far? Okay, time is given as 8 seconds. Okay, now how far is the distance? So what you have to calculate first? Acceleration. Okay, so what is acceleration formula? V minus V0 upon T. Okay, acceleration is given as 3. V we have to find out. Time is 8 seconds. Here given acceleration and the time, so we have obtained the final velocity. Now distance covered we have to find out. D is V square minus V0 square upon 2. V is how much? 24 minus V0 is 0. Acceleration is 6. So that is okay, you can use another formula also. D is equal to V0 T plus half T square. V0 is 0. So 1 by 2 A is how much? 3. Okay, so see, what you can check is we get the same result. So this is the important use of the equation we derived. Okay, write down, then we proceed further. Okay, now see the next is a graphical question. Okay, that I will do in the class. Now, example, exercise sum number 8.7. Now, see a ball is gently dropped with a height of 20 meters. Drop means initial velocity is 0. See the acceleration increase with the uniform rate of velocity increase of 10 meter per second every second. That is nothing but acceleration. Why? What is the unit of velocity? Meter per second. Time also in second. 10 meter per second square. Okay. What is the velocity with it reach to ground? Now here D is h v square minus v0 square upon 2. Okay. Now we are given the height, that is 20. Final velocity we have to find out. Okay, so v square is 20 into 20. Okay, we have to calculate the time also. V is equal to v0 plus 80. Now we have obtained v0 is 0, acceleration is 10, time is 2. 20 upon 10 is 2. Okay, so this is a case of free falling object. One day we'll discuss this. Okay, but right now, see here the height is given as 20 meter, velocity increase 10 meter per every second there is acceleration. So by using the formula, we obtain the value of velocity as 20 meter per second and time we obtain as 2 seconds. Okay. So this is all about today's class. See, we have covered some of the examples and exercise numericals. Next time we'll proceed further.